Welcome everyone to why I think sports gambling and sports betting should be legal in the United States. For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be talking about some of the facts behind why sports betting is illegal, why it should be legal, and some of the proponents of the negative people when it comes to sports gambling. So without further ado, let's go on to slide one. Let's not waste any time. Some facts about sports gambling. Now, not on screen is a fact, and I want to introduce it. So, Paul Tagliabue, the former NFL commissioner, grouped up with a bunch of NFL owners and pitched to the Senate and part of the 1992 Sports Professional and Amateur Protection Act, effectively banned gambling from all but four states. The four states are Nevada, Delaware, Oregon, and Montana. In all, though, with the industry, the American Gambling Association estimates that $150 billion a year are used for gambling. That's a lot of money. Of that 150 billion, it is around 100 billion that NFL and college football makes up. NFL and college football, almost everyone watches if they're into sports. So it is no surprise that that much money is up for grabs when it comes to football. When you look at how many bets are placed legally, 4% of all bets are placed legally, meaning in Nevada, Delaware, Oregon, or Montana. Nevada allows single game bets, but Delaware only allows bets for parlays. So parlays meaning multiple games on a single ticket. So for the Saints game tonight, which is on Thursday, then the Eagles game on the Sunday, and then the Vikings game, and then the Steelers game. Those are all the parlay. 4% of all bets are placed legally in those four states. But 67% of all college males say that they've bet at least once in the previous year. About 30% of all males bet at least, college males, I should say, bet at least once a month. Moving on now to the second slide, are some of the negative proponents of sports gambling and why some people say that it should be kept illegal. Pete Rose, former Cincinnati Red great and manager in the 90s, admitted that during his time as a Cincinnati Red manager, he bet on baseball games that he wasn't involved in. There was some speculation that he bet on games that he was involved in, but he denies that. The Chicago Black Sox. In 1919, the Chicago White Sox, the Black Sox, it was just the nickname for the team, purposely threw the 1919 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds, interestingly enough, for five gamblers who were not named right now, but they threw it on purpose so they can get some big money. Around $17,000 back then, which is worth a lot more now. Tim Donaghy, former NBA referee who's from Haverford in the area, was caught in an illegal gambling ring and has since been banned from the NBA for that. He manipulated games in his favor in order for him to have big payouts. Now, when you go to the government, and these are reasons why I think gambling should be legal. Currently, the government charges 0.25% tax on all legal bets already. So, meaning if you have a $1 bet and you win out $1, they're taxing 25 cents. Nevada charges 6% tax on all bets made in state. So that's a lot of money generated in state. With $150 billion up in the air, you could really manipulate those taxes fairly and get $15 billion out of it. $150 billion is going to go way up if you allow legal gambling. So you can get $15 billion right now if you manipulate it in the right way. But imagine when it turns into $300 billion or $500 billion, or maybe not even that high, but still legal gambling is going to drive that number through the roof. With all that tax, the government can reinvest the money back into the government or into Social Security for, my generation, the generation before me, and so on and so forth. Last slide. I went through and I calculated all the regular season games, playoffs excluded, for all major leagues. 256 games in the NFL, 4,860 for MLB, 2,460 for NBA, 2,542 for NHL, and 748 for MLS. That's around 10,866 regular season games a year. That's around 30 games a day. So when you bet on the game, you tend to watch the game. So when you have people bet on the game, or more people bet on the game, and you have more viewership, that means ad revenue goes up. So that means that as well as the gamblers and the tax, you have ad revenues. And those are the two reasons why I think gambling should be illegal. Because the government can make some money off of it and use it, and that the TV stations make money off of it. It's a win-win for everyone. Thank you guys for watching.